This is what, November 12th, I think. November 12th or 13th. Got about 3 inches of snow. Love it. There's another day. It's snow starting to melt here. There's still a little bit sitting around. I was planning on doing that area up there, but it's still pretty snow covered. So I came down here. There's an old football field down over the hill there. And I've just been digging junk. But I am pretty much about as ghetto as this part gets into, so I keep looking over my shoulder. But I had a pretty nice screamer of a dime. It was only about 4 inches, so I figured it was just going to be another piece of clad. I've been digging a lot of clad, but I ended up getting a Merc. I don't think it's an old one. Let me take a look here. Oh, no, it's like a 25. I'm surprised it's that old. It wasn't very deep at all. So, I can't tell if there's a mint mark. I'll have to clean it up. I'll show you at the end here. I'll go back to you if I get anything else. Yeah, I got a pretty good 1546, 1345. It's about 5 inches. Let me cut the plug and I'll turn the camera back on. Alright, I don't know if I had this pinpoint on right. I didn't mark it after I set the e-trac down, so I might be off a little bit. Let's see what we got. Sure sounded like silver. Yep, there it is. Just pulled it out. Still on the dirt clog, or I don't know. People say clog. I prefer clump. So I'm gonna say it's still in the clump. Looks like a rosy. Yep. $52. No mint mark. So that's 2 silvers. Alright, I'll get back to you. I rechecked the dirt before I filled it back in with the Sunray, and ended up having a wheat penny in there too. I can't see a date. I think it's probably a 50s. So, my first weedy today. Alright, get back to you. I got one of those like 136, 140 signals that are high tones. They repeat, but they're deep. And I decided I had to get the big shovel out, because it was probably a good 7 inches down. And I ended up getting a 1910 wheat penny. And I kind of marked the front, but it's nice to get. That's only my second wheat here. I've only been here maybe an hour. I'm just kind of hopping around. I'll probably come back when I got a buddy with me or something. Alright, I'll get back to you. Take that bottle out. About 3 inches under. This one might be getting set over on the side until I leave. I ain't putting that in my pouch, considering it looks like piss inside of it. Alright, keep going over to the area. I got this couple barbers out a few weeks ago. I don't like the looks I was getting over at the other place, so I got 2 silvers, a couple of wheats. One was at 1910, so I'll go back there another day. I might just have to go early in the morning. But I had a kind of a funny, sound like a Indian head. Ended up being a weedy. Another old one though, 1919. Looks like a 1919. They scratched him too. So, alright, keep going. I just got here about 5 minutes ago. This was another jumpy one, and it was a good 7 or 8 inches down. That's the one thing about this section, is I find really deep coins. That's how the those 2 barbers were, and this is another weedy, 1910 something. I can't see it yet, but I'll clean it up. I tried the spit shine and I still couldn't see it. So keep trying. It's hell of a lot colder on this side because there's no sun. I'm in the shade now. I'm gonna move out there a little ways. See, that's only about, I want to say maybe 34 today. Got my long johns on and my jeans. It's 2 sweatshirts. So let's keep going. It's another one, 1915, weedy. That's pretty clean. I think it was maybe 6, maybe 7 inches. So that's the thing, if I want to find anything here, I gotta go so slow and just dig these crazy iffy signals. I mean, I was getting ferrets 22, 24. I don't start discriminating ferrets until it's I think 28 or higher, and that's exactly why, because you're gonna miss these deep signals, even if they are just wheat pennies. I'll dig wheat pennies all day long. So, okay, my camera's dying, so I gotta make this quick. I got like one of them 136, 137 with a 1346 squeaking in there. 24, 46, pretty much all over the place, but it's giving a nice high tone, so I'll cut it and I'll turn the camera back on. And hopefully this camera doesn't die on me. It's flashing red right now on the battery, so let me try popping this up. Should at least be a silver dime. I mean, the numbers are all over, but the sound is definitely right. Uh-oh, I see a piece of glass. Not always a good sign. Ooh. Man, that sounds pretty. It's showing 1244. No, there's 1346, 1246, 1245. But there's a rust right there. There's some rust there. What did I see there? Did I see something? I swear I saw, there we go. Mark. Nice. $24. I knew there was something down there. But there was definitely rust in there too, some iron somewhere. It's still gnawing out. Yep, that's the power of the e-trac. Alright, I'll get back to you. That's 3 silver today. 1 rosy and 2 mercs. 2 older mercs, 2 25 and a 24. And a bunch of old wheats too. Alright, get back to you. I'm going to do a quick wrap up from, this was actually a week ago. Today's Friday, this was from last Friday. I just don't get a lot of time to try to clean stuff and film it then, but this is from a couple spots last week when I was down by the football field. It's an old football field. It's down towards the older end of the park, but it's also about as ghetto as you get. There was a couple cars. I was in actually a parking lot, but a couple cars pulled in and started kind of going real slow as I was there, so I don't feel comfortable. I don't carry a weapon other than my digger, and people around here are pretty desperate. There's actually a thing on the news, like a 2 or 3 part series locally about how bad the heroin problem is around here, which I didn't even know we had one, but I just had a 43-year-old patient this past week that was ventilated on a vent because of heroin overdose, so I guess it's more prevalent than I had thought. So people like that get pretty desperate when they need money. so I don't feel like getting knocked over the head. But anyways, I got 8 wheats. Some of these are old too. I got 1910, there's a couple 1919s, 1921. There's a 1910. Doesn't seem to want to focus. There we go. There's a 51D. I think that one's a 1915. So they came out pretty good, which I was surprised. And then I got 3 silvers. The one rosy, it's a 52 plain. And then I got a 24 Merc, decently in good shape. That's a plain as well. I don't get a lot of silver coins with mint marks around here in eastern Ohio. I don't know why. There's a 1925 Merc. And that one too is a plain. So I haven't been out all week. I sometimes try to get out Monday for a couple hours, and then Thursday and Friday are usually my 3-hour days if I could, but it rained all day yesterday on Thursday, and today's Friday, and it's not raining now, but it's, you can see, soaking wet, and they're calling for rain to start around 1 o'clock today, so it's only going to get crappier. I got a farm field that I want to hit, but I can't because it's going to be so muddy. I don't know, I might try if it doesn't rain today. I'll see. Alright, happy hunting. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment if you like it or if I need any improvements. Bye.